Okay, I thought I would do a little video of apartment powerlifting. I've got a cage set up in my top floor concrete apartment. It's top floor, as you can see outside. The great thing is you can watch Ellen while you deadlift. I do deadlifts up here and squat, all the lifts. What I've got is a cable set up. It's a wire cable here with a turnbuckle on each side, so you can adjust the height of the bar wherever you want off the floor. So it's suspended, it's not on the floor, it's actually suspended from the top down. And I've got this is actually, so for safety, this is good for about 1,700 pounds, actually 3,400 because it's basket hitched, it's double wrapped. And I've got another redundancy here for safety, that if this cable fails, the rope will catch it before it hits the floor. There's a little bit of slack in it, so that can go. I've also got a pad, or mats I guess, gym mats, that are 2 inches thick per section. You can see they're actually foldable, so I got 4 inches here total, and another 2 inches if I want it. Now this is set up right now for deadlifting. This platform is removable if I want. I built the platform because I'm a wide squatter and I couldn't get wide enough in the frame, so I built that. And then the bar I can adjust for deadlifts wherever I want it. I always lift from a deficit position in deadlift, and I do pause deficit deadlifts all the time. They're the best you can do. They're the best lift forever. So anyways, I also do floor press in here. I've squatted 550 in this cage. This was one of the best cages I could find. It cost me about $350. It's got a good set of monkey bars up there at the top. The best thing about this cage is built for powerlifters because it's got counterweights on the back, and you cannot pull it over with those weights on. I'm 240 pounds and it won't move at all when I put my full weight or leverage on it. And this is perfect cage. I love it. So there it is. It's on about a 1 inch thick mat. I'm actually on a hardwood floor, as you can see, and I don't do any damage. And I set the weights on the mat to keep it quiet. Now you can't drop the weights, obviously. I have to set them a little bit, which is okay. It's a little bit of an eccentric movement as well, which adds to your strength. And then I've got everything on a moving blanket here. And as well, I put my weights in here. So I store the weights in boxes, just a U-Haul box with a pillow in the bottom so it doesn't make any noise when I put them in or take them out. I also have a double end bag. It's flat at the moment, deflated, but I just tie it off to the monkey bars at the top, put a weight at the bottom, and then I can do some boxing. It works out great because the monkey bars are actually offset into the cage. The cage never moves when I use it. I also do gymnastics rings. I do muscle ups and front levers, back levers, whatever you want to do. Works perfect. So there you go. And I also do some band work in here. You can see what else to say, but it's a great setup. It's an excellent cage, and this is perfect if you don't have access to a gym, or you just have had enough of gyms that aren't really gyms and they're more of a fitness or health club or whatever you want to call it, where I like to work around people who are actually serious about training. It's a lifestyle for me. It's part of my life. It's not a hobby. So there you go. I hope it inspires some people that can be done. The key to it is to suspend your weights for deadlifts and not use the floor. And I don't know what else I can say. Except I've got some dip bars here, as you can see. There's 2 of them, and they go on here. This safety bar here would go over here underneath this one. This would slide in here, and this one just sits against it, so you can do dips inside the cage. It works out excellent. I've done weighted dips up to I think 135 pounds. And there you go. So just a little bit of thought and some innovation, and it can be done. Good luck. One last thing I should mention is I only do floor press. I don't do full bench. I could care less. Floor press is an excellent movement, especially if you do it right and you lay flat all the time. Then there's no leg drive whatsoever. With a little pause at the bottom, it creates tremendous power. But I just use a bicycle handlebar pad, foam wrapped basically, so you don't just use foam because it'll just cut the foam, but if you use a wrap around, it'll preserve it. So when I rack the weight, it never makes a sound. And you know, it goes in here, obviously, but it works out great, and you can't hear a thing. So no complaints from anybody, and no damage, and I can lift, listen to any music I want, and I love it. So there you go.